Welcome everybody to the Chicago Bears franchise on Madden 18. How is everyone doing today? Today we head down to Jacksonville in Week 13 as the Bears meet up with another team with playoff aspirations. We have the 8-3 Bears and the 7-3-1 Jaguars. The Jaguars will have a familiar foe for the Bears as they faced Teddy Bridgewater for a few years in Minnesota. He's currently leading this Jacksonville offense alongside Leonard Fournette. And we're going to get underway seeing this Jacksonville offense out first. Here we go. It's Jalen Myrick on the return. The former Minnesota Gopher takes this between the hashes up to the 24-yard line. Here is Teddy Bridgewater, who grew up in Miami. It's not exactly a homecoming for Teddy, but he is back in Florida and on a very good team this year. The Jaguars, of course, a very defensively minded team. And they combine that with a ground and pound approach from Leonard Fournette. Good first carry. Teddy stands in the shotgun from the 29. It's Fournette once again with some room up the right side, and he gets the first down. This is a gain of 10. This run defense especially struggled against Derrick Henry, and Fournette's skill set is at least somewhat comparable. Teddy now to the air, dumping this off to Cameron Brate out across the 50-yard line, quickly into Bear territory. Chicago still without one of their top run defenders in Graham Dirth, as Fournette once again picks up good yardage, gashing through the middle of this Bear defense. Third down and short. It's a fake for Teddy. He'll dump it off, and no one covers the flats as Fournette makes the reception. The Jaguars now enter field goal range. Teddy under center, two receivers to the right. It's a counter, and again daylight for Leonard Fournette. Inside the 15, a pickup of 23, making this look very easy. The formula for Jacksonville is simple. Run the ball with authority, get the ball back quickly, and continue to run. They're off to a good start here from the 10. Bridgewater off the mark, and he had an open man for a touchdown. Incomplete. Bridgewater, normally a fairly accurate quarterback. Now third down, and they hand it to Fournette. And I'm not sure what they expected to get done there as the Bears are all over it. 3-0 Jacksonville as they take 5 minutes off the clock. For Chicago, they welcome back Jordan Howard today. He does make the start, puts that foot down and gets downhill on his first carry back and picks up 7. We'll see how the workload is now managed in this backfield. Quick screen, watch out! Meredith gets smashed by Telvin Smith. That's a big collision, 1-yard loss for Chicago. 3rd and 4, Stites not even close. Intended, I think, for Adam Shaheen. Well, for Jacksonville, we saw how they ran on their first possession. They have the ball back here pretty quickly. It's Fournette on the carry, and he'll get around 7 or 8. It's going to be very vital that these linebackers and safeties wrap up on their tackles. Third down, Bridgewater flushed outside, chased outside the numbers, heaves it back to the opposite sideline for Mills, and he's got it. Bridgewater with a big-time throw, and Jacksonville is back in scoring range. Following a 35-yard play, it's a fake. Bridgewater spins to his left, fires deep to the end zone. Robinson makes the catch, touchdown! It's Allen Robinson with the outstanding catch. 2 Bears defending him in the end zone. He doesn't care. He successfully boxes out Curry Peters. Adrian Amos maybe a step too late getting there. Jacksonville up 10-0 here, defending their home field. Good start for the Jaguars, but the Bears finally get something to cheer about. There is Stites to Cameron Meredith. To the air once again. Stites has time and hangs on to the football too long. He did have Regis open, and that gives time for Malik Jackson to get his 5th sack on the season. 3rd down and 13. Stites throws it shy of the sticks for Acho, and he'll get around 9, and they'll have to kick it right back. If there was any game flow to avoid in the first quarter, we're seeing it right here. 10-0 Jaguars. Teddy once again outside the pocket, getting this away just in time. 3rd and 10 for Jacksonville. Bears could really use a stop to just get a breather. Here's a shot downfield again for Robinson. He can't make the catch. Looked like he had a good shot at it too. Jacksonville controlling most of this first quarter. We'll see what the Bears do this time. Up the middle, running, Jordan Howard. That's going for about 4. A minute 42 to play here in the first quarter. 3rd and 7. Good pocket for Stites, but it won't last forever. Yannick Ngakoue beats Joe Thomas, and the Jaguars get another easy stop. First quarter nearly complete. Jacksonville continues to play well on both sides. Bridgewater chased outside the pocket, puts a move on Reggie Ragland, and he'll get around 5. Start of the second quarter, Bears bring the heat. Picked up nicely. Bridgewater sidesteps, throwing for Brate, who can't make the catch. Well covered that time by Eddie Jackson. Chicago at least doing a good job of keeping it to only 10-0. They'll hand it again to Howard, who is met by Calais Campbell. Just 4 carries, 14 yards. Tariq Cohen does check in, helping protect. He helps give the time to Stites, and he finds Acho. That was Cohen picking up Ngakoue on the rush. Handoff again. Howard with 5 carries so far. Jackson to meet him in the backfield this time. They've gone with him over Cohen, which is interesting considering how this season has gone. Here's the rush now on 3rd down, and Ngakoue will not be denied this time. Another 3 and out. Neither offense in much of a rhythm at this point. 12 to go in the first half. Fournette stuffed for a loss by Jonathan Bullard. That first drive was not good for Chicago, but they've come a long way in the last 6 carries or so. A check down on 3rd down. Now it's just a field position battle at this point. Chicago takes over here at their own 24. It's a toss outside. Stallings gets a key block. Howard breaks to the outside toward midfield. Run down in Jacksonville territory after the damage is done. That's a 40-yard run for Jordan Howard, and the Bears are in scoring position for the first time. A fake now to Cohen. Getting outside the pocket. Here's Stites, way outside. Lets it go! Williams with the dive. He's got it. First down, Chicago at the 7. That ball nearly out of reach. 8.5 to play in this first half. Stites on 2nd down. Flushed outside again as Chicolo is driven back. Now defenders vacate the area. Spun around by Smith. Into the end zone. Clay Stites with the touchdown. His first career touchdown run, as Smith couldn't bring him to the ground in time. 10-7. I'm impressed that Chicago didn't let this game get worse than it began for them. It's only a 3-point game now, but Leonard Fournette finds some daylight getting into the second level. He's up to 58 yards on 12 carries. 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater back to pass. On the outside for Allen Hurns. That is caught, facing Prince Amukamara. Into Chicago territory from the shotgun. Brought down in the backfield. Great stop, and that's Matthew Judon. He's been playing well in the place of McPhee. 3rd and long now for Jacksonville from midfield. Across the middle, Teddy finds Allen Robinson. Back in business. Robinson to the 24-yard line. 3 wide for Jacksonville. Teddy in the shotgun. He fakes to Fournette. Works outside the pocket again. Now heaves it back at the end zone. And Cameron Brate has the touchdown. Eddie Jackson had a shot at this, and he took a step too early, letting the ball sail over his head. Another big play for Jacksonville at 17-7. Halftime approaches as the Bears try to answer. Here's Regis, not getting very much, maybe 5. 6 of 10 passing so far. Stites on 3rd and 5. Checks it down. Cohen's there. And he won't get the first, and now appears to be shaken up. Immediately grabbing at that left shoulder after being tackled by Telvin Smith. We'll see if Cohen's going to be all right. Jacksonville gets another stop, and they'll try adding on even more. Leonard Fournette on the carry. There's Reggie Ragland. He's been justifying his contract this last month or so. 3rd and 9. A screen set up, and Teddy taken down at the 1. It's not quite a safety. Very close. Chicago at their own 41. Have time to work. Here's a floater outside for Acho. That gets knocked away. Defending is the outstanding rookie Patrick Ellis, who's even wearing Jalen Ramsey's old number 20. 3rd and 10. Around the edge, Yannick Ngakoue brings down Stites. Jacksonville comes through again. It's looked like a very one-sided matchup for most of this first half. Jacksonville is clearly in control, as Bridgewater is on target. That's good for 9. 58 seconds on the clock. Teddy needs a conversion, and he'll find it to Cameron Brate. Now at their own 44. Robinson lines up in the slot this time. Bridgewater steps up, spins, and finds Robinson on the outside. Puts a spin on Jackson. It's Allen Robinson causing fits all half for this Bears secondary. They're in scoring range again. 30 seconds left. Teddy, deep shot, wide open, and overthrows Allen Hurns. There's a huge break for Chicago. 3rd and 10, still a timeout left for the Jaguars. Swung out of the backfield for Fournette. Run out with 19 seconds to go. Overall, it's been a very good first half for Jacksonville, and this field goal from Caleb Sturgis makes this a 20-7 game. The Bears trail by 13 with 10 seconds to go in this half. They'll just hand it here to Howard, who gets some room, and a good block from Williams. He's across the 50 and run out with 4 seconds to go. So they were content going to halftime. Now they'll have a shot. 57 yards, Matt Prater. The kick is up, on its way, and good! Chicago makes it a 10-point lead just ahead of halftime, but they're going to need a lot more than just a lucky field goal opportunity if they're to make a game out of this. Jacksonville could have very easily opened up a larger lead. Let's hope this first half served as a wake-up call for Chicago. This is the kind of competition you'll face in the postseason. These teams can make plays and play great defense. You've got to respond. To start the second half, it's not a good first play, as Ngakoue has owned that matchup with Thomas all game long. Thomas has had a terrible last 2 weeks. 2nd and long, now it's the left edge, and that's Calais Campbell beating Frederick Chickalow. Something's got to be done to avoid those edge rushers. They're wreaking havoc. 3rd and 23, they'll get what they can to Acho and give it to the Jaguars. Great field position here at the 45 of Chicago. Teddy opens up with the fake. Again, he buys some time. Bridgewater can't throw it away. He gets sacked by Ragland. Jacksonville puts 3 receivers to the left again, and they'll give it to Fournette, who breaks outside. Amos took a bad angle. Fournette to the 15. Run down by Jackson, finally at the 7. They've had Fournette bottled up now for a few possessions, but he could easily get going again. Fournette, 1st and goal, tripped up and falls ahead to the 4-yard line. Jumbo personnel in, 3rd down and goal. Bridgewater hands it. This is Landrum into the end zone, and the Jaguars score again. Alan Landrum comes off the bench, and the Jaguars now command a 3-score lead. It's situations like this that are going to show us what this Bear team is made of. Down 17, we cannot afford simple mistakes like that. 3rd down and 8 here for the Bears. Here's Stites stepping up, room to run. He'll take advantage of it. Spun around and tackled near the 40, but the chains will move. Ed Acho slot right alongside Harlan Regis. Facing the rush, Stites gets it away, and that's Regis making the catch. A perfect throw from Stites under duress, and the Bears get into Jaguar territory. On the carry, this is Howard getting out of the pile, breaking into the secondary. He'll go 44 to the house. Touchdown, Chicago. I could not believe Howard got away from all those defenders who ultimately overran the play. Everybody wanted to make the big hit, and Howard gets away from them. That cuts this lead back to a 2-score game. Now the extra point gets blocked, and it is recovered by Chicago. No return. So an 11-point game now in Jacksonville. We're about halfway through this 3rd quarter. Again on the carry, this is Fournette. Good tackle made by Bryce Callahan, but Fournette's at 107. We saw similar success from Derrick Henry a couple weeks back. Now 3rd down, and that is Ragland. He makes the quick tackle on Fournette to force the 3-and-out. Chicago working to get back in this game. 5 to go in the 3rd. Here's a dump off. Stites to Howard. And he's going to have to be the running back the rest of the way. Unfortunately, Tariq Cohen is out with a shoulder injury. 3rd and 3. Complete. This is Adam Shaheen coming through at the 41 of Chicago. 2 tight ends for the Bears. Adam Shaheen slot right. Following Lester Stallings, it is Jordan Howard into the secondary. Great job by everybody up front that time. Howard and the running game have bounced back in a nice way this week. Stites on 2nd down to an open Regis at the sideline. That'll be a 1st down once again at the Jacksonville 32. The 3rd quarter is winding down off the delay. Here is Ross getting away from 1 and picking up 7. They've mostly relied on Jordan Howard today. He'll carry once again up the right side, breaking to the corner, getting around Barry Church and finding the end zone. Howard does it again. He's brought back the Bears to within 1 score. They'll go for 2. Here's Stites. Across the middle, he overthrows Acho. That's another painful miss by Clay Stites. 27-22. Jacksonville still leads, but Chicago quickly has gotten back into this game. Fournette here is shy of the marker. 3rd down and 1. Again, Fournette met in the backfield. That time it's Marquise Starling. Another Jacksonville 3-and-out. The Bears are displaying their resiliency today. Now off play action. Here's a shot up the sideline for Meredith, and he's got it! In Jacksonville territory, a big-time throw and catch. Stites trusts his receiver who gets behind A.J. Boye. Great job to hang on by Cam. Bears in the I formation, they'll run it now as the middle clears open for Jordan Howard. Pickup of 9. 3rd and short, now Ross is the deep back. Running left away from Campbell. Ross picks up the 1st down to the 27. The Bears continue to stick with this I formation. Fake to Jordan Howard. Stites rolls out. Fires to an open man. It's Meredith into the end zone. The Bears take the lead. From 17 points down, the Bears storm back to go up 1 on the Jaguars. What an outstanding half. There's still a lot of time to go, too. They'll try another 2-point try. Oh, no. Campbell gets the best of Chicolo again. It's a slim lead, but the Bears have completed their comeback. Jacksonville now has to feel some pressure as Bridgewater again finds Allen Robinson. They've done a really good job moving him around to exploit this defense. At the 48, on the outside again, Robinson with the catch in close quarters. Spun down by Curry Peters. Peters now lines up 8 yards from Allen Robinson. Bridgewater steps out to his right, fires, and Hearns can't make the catch. Ripped away by Amukamara. 10 minutes to go in this game. Chicago shows blitz. Here they come. Picked up by Fournette. Bridgewater again scrambles out, and no one to protect the sticks. Teddy picks up the 1st down. Gain of 16, Jacksonville. Now goal to go. Mills in motion. Pitch out here to Fournette. Gets a block on the edge. Met and taken down by Starling at the 3. Fournette gets a breather. Jacksonville in the eye. Teddy fakes the dive. Pitches to Allen Lindrum, who's taken down right near the goal line, but ruled inches shy. One more try. Fournette re-enters, and he's taken down for the loss. That time by Calhoun. Jacksonville has retaken the lead, now 30-28. And that's an outstanding play by Manti Te'o to stop Jordan Howard. With 6.5 to go, one of the biggest plays of the day right here. 3rd down, up the seam, it's Adam Shaheen. Good throw and catch. 1st down, Bears. The reliable Adam Shaheen comes through again. Now on the draw play following Whitehair, it is Howard for good yardage. Up to 5,000 career rushing yards now. Great milestone for Howard. Now he gets a breather, and this is Ross, determined to move the chains, and he'll do just that. 4.5 to go in this game. Chicago close to field goal range. Scrambling out, resetting his feet, Stites finds Regis. Another great play to put the Bears even closer. From the 32, big blitz is sent in single coverage downfield. Regis, no, he couldn't make the catch. They identified the single coverage. Regis got behind Ellis, but he just couldn't secure the ball. Big break that time for the Jaguars. 3rd and 9. Can't take a sack here. Stites fires, and that's lucky to not be picked off. He threw it behind Acho. Down by 2. Another field goal try for Matt Prater. From right hash. Right down the middle. And the Bears retake the lead 31-30. But we've seen this Jacksonville offense when they need to get points. Can the Bears get a stop? Here's Teddy on first down. This is Gross on the catch. The second-year speedster Banks Gross gets 24 to start this drive. Excellent start for the Jaguars, who will throw with 3 tight ends, and this is Cons for about 7 yards. They cross the 50. Perhaps the final play before the 2-minute warning. Teddy second down, gets it away, and nearly gets intercepted. It goes through the hands of Starling. Another chance for the Jaguars, 3rd and 3. Bridgewater protected. Robinson, no, he can't make the catch. That time Curry Peters breaks it up, which sets up the biggest play to this point. 4th down, Jacksonville. Bridgewater out of the pocket for Hearns. No, he can't make the catch. And it's Chicago football. So close, but the Bears take over with a chance to win it. They've got to move the chains. Howard on first down, ahead for around 3. Jacksonville still has 2 timeouts. Again from the eye running left. Howard taken down. Great play by the safety. Timeout number 2 used. They open it up now. 3rd and 6. They're going to throw for the win. Stites, well protected. Downfield and knocked away by Telvin Smith. Jacksonville will get one more shot. And they got to keep their final timeout. Jaguars from the 20 with 90 seconds left. This is floated. Banks Gross comes down with the reception. What a play. Jacksonville only needs the field goal. 1 minute left. Here's Teddy. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. This game is over. The Bears win 31-30 in Jacksonville. What a finish. Again, it's Bridgewater trying to hook up with Banks Gross. And it's one of the speediest Bear players on the team, Bryce Callahan, who wins it. His role on this team is to keep up with speed in man coverage, and Callahan does his job to win the game. What a finish and what a comeback for Jacksonville in one of the most exciting games all season. It's a game that tested who this team really was, if we had the ability to make this comeback. And we showed that we could do it. We made the improvements to stop Leonard Fournette. We made improvements to contest their receivers. And our offense finally found their way thanks to the return of Jordan Howard. Even without Tariq Cohen, this team still was explosive. And we passed the ball pretty well against a good defense. It could have been better in the first half, but we made a lot of improvements in the second half. I'm proud of this team for winning this game. We're now 9-3 on the season, but for the next 3 weeks, we are not going to have Tariq Cohen, who has been such a spark to this entire team. He was hurt only after a few touches in this week's game, and with Howard's return, I did want to focus on him more because I thought power was a better option. I felt that we weren't going to have as much success going to the outside like we normally do because they have linebackers that can flow sideline to sideline, so I wanted to attack them in the middle. It turns out that we had success basically in the middle and on the outside, but Cohen obviously didn't get to play much in the first half and then got injured, sadly. Next week, we take on the Carolina Panthers, another team that maybe we could see in the postseason should we make it. We're in a better spot to make it now at 9-3, that's for sure. My top priority is to spy Cam Newton on pretty much every passing opportunity next week. I don't want to have him do what Andrew Luck did a few weeks ago in that devastating defeat. I think if we contain Cam, we make sure Christian McCaffrey is accounted for, we'll do a pretty good job. But obviously, it's going to be another test for us against a good team. This part of our schedule has been very difficult, but it's also been a lot of fun. And there is your hero for today, Bryce Callahan. He stayed on this team because of his man cover ability and his speed. We've stuck with him as the slot corner, and today everything was justified. He helps us get win number 9. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let me know how much you enjoyed it down below in the comment section. Please smash that like button and subscribe. I'll see you with more Bears franchise this week. Have a great rest of your day.